Welcome everyone. Today I have an updated tier list and also team comp guide for ZZZ 1.5. Looking behind me, I have listed and also categorized a lot of different team comps for a variety of characters. So we'll be going with the latest characters like Astra and also characters, of course, that is having a red round like Qingyi, and also even characters like Evelyn and also other characters can be combined in this tier list. And you can see I have made a number of different compositions for any of the characters should you have them or should you want to play them. So this video will be a follow-up video from our previous video where we rank the characters or the agents by the patch 1.5 meta. And following from the tier list over here that is updated, we now have an updated team comp tier list for those Zenless 0 characters. And of course, the latest characters like Evelyn and also Astra is definitely on the top of the latest meta team comps. So coming over to our notes over here, what you can see on the top of my tier list will of course consist of some of the latest meta of characters, including Astra, Minabi, and also Evelyn. So one of the first team comp that comes to mind and also works pretty well with performance is having Evelyn as the main damage DPS, having Astra for the bonus damage support, and also Lighter over here for the bonus damage, the stun, the dash that enable Evelyn to do more damage with her combos. This is quite straightforward. We can see that with Lighter, he can also work with Evelyn team comps as we go further. Now on the second composition, of course, we have Astra plus Minabi plus Yanagi. This is a focus on dealing anomaly damage, and both Minabi and also Yanagi excels at this. Again, Astra is here to provide them with additional swaps and also additional bonus damage. Now during this time, should you want something more defensive, of course you can put in Caesar as one of the defensive shielding characters. Caesar will provide the team with additional shield, additional bonus damage, and together with Evelyn, she can stay on the field for longer because you just need the Caesar shield and also the Astra additional damage. So this is definitely one of the more consistent tower pushing teams for the higher of the endgame. Now of course, should you guys want a little more bonus damage with anomaly or just off-field damage, having Evelyn, Bernice, and also Astra can work wonderfully. And this is one of the reasons I have ranked those characters quite highly in the previous video. If you have a look at the previous video, which the links will be available for you guys. So a lot of characters that can combine with existing new patch 1.5 limited banner characters, and these characters can allow you to play different content. Should you want something more defensive, more offensive, or something that is more consistent with more stun and also attackers, or more consistent with anomaly, those top tier list of characters or compositions can work wonderfully. So as we keep going, let's have a look at some of the other combinations. You can go with Astra, Minabi, Caesar. Again, this will give you a balance of damage, defensiveness, shielding, and also bonus damage. Of course, something that is more traditional with Astra, with Bernice and also with Caesar can also work. And in that sense, those characters is well-rounded. You can be quick swapping between Bernice and also Caesar, and Astra will enable you to do a lot of damage. Now I know at this point you'll be like, hey Matt, every team composition have Astra and yes, this is one of the reasons Astra was ranked very highly in my previous video. It's that she fits in a majority of the attackers and anomaly team comps. She can be everywhere. But let's try to not have too many teams with Astra. So let's have a look at this. You can have Evelyn, which is the new limited banner patch 1.5 character, together with Lighter for additional 5 damage bonus, additional 5 dash, and also additional 5 damage penetration. And you can have Bernice for the off-field damage. This will be one of the strongest mono 5 team comps that is currently in the game, and this really excels in doing additional damage. Both of Bernice and also Lighters can be quick swapped, and then Evelyn can be on the field dealing tremendous damage. And of course we're back to Astra. So yes, you can of course have Astra, Bernice, and also Lighter over here, and that can of course work with bonus damage. So this just to show you that you don't need Evelyn, you don't need Astra, you can still make the previous characters coming from the previous patch work wonderfully in the current meta. So as we keep going, we're going to come back to some free characters and also raid 1 characters. Haramasa with Qingyi works wonderfully, and with the addition of Astra can provide them with bonus damage. Similarly, Haramasa can provide us with the DPS we needed, together with defensiveness from Caesar and also Astra for more damage. And of course guys, the team comp I'm currently running is Astra plus Zhu Yuan plus Qing Yi. This team have a lot of sustain, a lot of damage, together with tons of more dash bonus damage. So over here, Astra is just for quick swap, and Zhu Yuan is also for quick swap. Qing Yi is on the field stunning enemies, swapping between Zhu Yuan and also Qing Yi, and then Astra provide me with some decent damage. Now, having two other characters also means that I can get more resonance and also more buffs for other characters in the in the gaming mode and also in the mode where you can buff your characters. So this allows me to focus on the other damage. Similarly guys, you can still go with Astra plus Jen plus Caesar. This allows us to really excel with the physical damage coming from Jen, together with the bonus damage to Assault and also critical damage from Assault with Jen and Caesar. This can work wonderfully well. And as we keep going, we're going to come over to some rerun characters like Evelyn that had a rerun this patch. So if you guys remember, I mentioned earlier, Evelyn can be the attacking character, while Lighter over here will boost her ice damage and also ice penetration. Together with Astra, just great bonus damage overall, this team comp has seen a rise. So previously, Evelyn works well with Lycan, but if you do have Lighter and also Evelyn, this combination of the two characters with Astra is now doing a lot more damage. But of course guys, at the same time, you can go with the traditional team comp. So Evelyn plus Lycan plus Astra can work wonderfully. And this means that the traditional team comps coming from patch 1.0 can work with the latest patch 1.5 character. So just to summarize the first part where we look at all the limited banner characters or some of the characters that is more limited banner, or there's a few free-to-play characters like Haramasa, Lycan can be a free-to-play character, but most of the characters are limited banner. So out of all the limited banner, similar to the previous tier list, the limited banner characters that is most commonly used and also most popular will be Astra, and we have seen a rise with Caesar's usage, with Bernice, and also, of course, with Menabi, together with more usage of Lighter. Because of running both fire and also ice element, you can use Lighter. And those are some of the more commonly used characters in almost any team compositions, and they can work wonderfully. So coming over to a second part of the guide. And over here, I think it's a good opportunity to talk about both of the free-to-play A rank and also S rank supporting characters. So how does this work? Now, if you look previously with Lighter, if you do not have Lighter, the better replacement for the fire team composition will be Cold Leader. And of course, if you don't have Lighter, the better replacement or the alternative replacement will be Lycan for the ice composition. And similarly over here, if you do not have Menabi or if you do not have a character that can support you well like Astra, Reina can be a replacement for Astra for the electric team compositions like over here. And of course, Reina is not going to be the strongest, but in the previous videos, we have seen that some of the well players who spend a lot of money in the game actually uses Reina as one of the ways to deal tremendous damage. And they were able to clear the Xing defense in about 19 seconds using the Reina with M6. But that is of course very expensive. So those are some of the characters that can be replaced should you not have the limited banner characters. At the same time, some of the top meta A rank free-to-play supporting characters, including Sogaku for any of the ice team composition, including Nicole that can work in any of the team composition because of her ability to group enemies, and also including Seth. So Seth is the budget version of Caesar. He will give you a little bit of bonus anomaly damage as well if you're running the anomaly team compositions. And of course, the Lucy and also Piper, the supporting and also anomaly characters, are the budget version of the characters you see over here, should you need the replacement. Now, I do want to touch briefly on the characters that has fallen off a little bit in the meta. So we're currently in patch 1.5, and characters like Necromancer, Soldier 11, and also Grace has fallen off a little bit, simply because there's just better versions of limited banner character that is overtaking them for more damage. If you're on the field with Necromancer, you'll realize that if you had yourself a Jen would deal a lot more damage compared to Necromancer. She also has 2 dashes. At the same time, with Soldier 11, a little unfortunate, with Evelyn joining the party, that, with the availability of, where's Evelyn? With the availability of Evelyn, Soldier 11 is getting outclassed. This is to be expected. Soldier 11 was one of the most popular characters in the Chinese meta for a long time, but the moment they introduced a limited banner character, it is designed to be overtaking the free-to-play friendly standard banner character. Now, Reina has seen her rise and also downfalls because Reina was one of the best anomaly characters at the start of the game. Now, with the introduction of more anomaly characters and also tons of more synergies with anomaly characters, Reina has fallen off greatly. And the replacement of Reina is Yanagi and also even other characters that boost the electric damage. So if you're looking for electric team comp, I'll recommend going with Reina if you don't have the best supporting character. And similarly, if you're looking for fire team comp and you don't have lighter, you can go with Codita. So those are the characters that you can use as substitutes and also alternative adjustments for more free-to-play friendly team compositions compared to the team comps that is over here. Now, of course, I can combine them into 20 more team comps, but that will be too much. So this is why I want to spend a little time explaining on the second part. So let us know in the comments, guys, what is going to be your team comp? This is actually my current team comp. And what is your favorite team comp? So my current team comp is actually Astra, Yao, Zuyuan, Qingyi. And also the second team comp is consisted of Evelyn, Lighter, and also Caesar. Yes, this is my two team comps currently for the game because I didn't go for any anomaly characters. So let us know, guys, what is your favorite team comp? What is the team comp you're using? And which of the team comp do you think will be the strongest in the current patch 1.5 meta? And if I missed any of the team comps, let us know as well. Now, similar to all of the videos, if you want to follow the notes, those will be available in the links below. And if you find my videos helpful and you want to see more future videos for ZZZ and also other games to come, make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep the notification on for the latest content.